once more time. If it's your first time, guys, this is Melo Prime TV, one of the best online TV shows. We bring you entertainment, trending news, zote kila, anything you really want to know about what's trending, what's going on out there, guys. We got you here on Melo Prime TV. I am your host everyday, Precious PI. Na guys, leo tunaongelea something very sensitive that society haijakuwa ikiongelea sana, because we'll be talking about this other gender. By that I mean I'm a woman, so I'm definitely talking about the other gender, the male gender, masculinity. So all along ni hard sana kuona wanaume getting hurt or crying, or because the way society are built, men don't cry. But in real sense, men do cry. So guys, Leo, I think this guy, you've seen him several times. You've seen him on our shows. You'll see him on Church Chronicles, and you'll see him on Parenting Chronicles. Na leo tunaongelea about male masculinity. Now, one of the stories that we'll be covering is you as a man out there. Ni kitu gani ushaifanyia dem out of love, ukijua kwamba huyu mtu is your wife or is your life partner? At the end of the day, you spent your resources, your time, a lot, but she ended up disappointing you. Huko nje kuna wale wakikuwa disappointed boy child, kuna wale wanalia, wanajua, some people even kill themselves, but it's not a lot. Ni just once in a while ndo nasikia au mwingine aenda amue uwe, or I don't know, do something, commit a very bad atrocity against the other partner. So leo wase in the house, in the building, nimesema mmezoea, anaitwa Konyuka. Na leo there's a very interesting story. Nimemshtua tu actually. So this is fresh. You're listening it fresh from his mouth. Nataka tuelewe, tumuulize ashaipitia heartbreak. Konyuka, hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming again on the show one more time.
Thank you for having me again. Yes.
So leo nimekuhijack, and the main reason nimekuhijack, I just want you to tell us a story, your story. I have happened to interact with you kidogo, and nikaweza kusikia a little bit of your story, and I felt like, wow, that's quite a story that msee akisikia huko nje mtu atajua si mimi peke yangu napitianga such stories as a man, and by the way, if he made it through, I can make it through as well. So Konyuka, you've been in love before?
Yes.
How many times? You've been in love in 4 times. How old are you now?
36.
36. You've only been in love 4 times. 4 times.
Serious ones.
Serious ones. Of course, kuna ile ya ma frogs, kissing the frogs. So serious ones zimekuwa 4. So there's this story about you were in love with someone. Tell us what happened.
The current one, the first one.
The first one. No, we don't want to go through the current one. We just tutaki tuongee tuchome, or we say something alafu ikuchomeke uko current.
Well, it's I think the rate by which people are getting heartbroken,
Iko high,
it's very high.
especially men.
Men. I in particular, I've been heartbroken, I've been liver broken. In fact, all my internal organs.
But you're a man, it's easy to drop and leave another woman, take another woman.
By virtue of being a man, the society expects to see a strong man. Yes, but many a times what we let people see is not what actually we are going through. I may be smiling with you, but deep inside I'm hurting. And lacking the courage of expressing my feelings or what I'm going through to a fellow man or to any other person is even worse than just getting open up and share your stories. So it takes time. For me, I think, but nowadays I see a lot of men opening up, sharing their stories. But as for me, I think what really affected me so much is my upbringing. Yeah, it was kind of lonely. My parents separated when I was still very young. So I lacked that parental care, parental love, parental everything. So I was literally a child of an entire community. And it was a nice experience, and again it was a harsh one.
Yeah.
Because you know you can't expect someone who is not your parent to treat you the same way
your parents will treat you.
Yeah, so this kind of experience really made me go through a certain kind of lifestyle. And I was lonely. I never used to be where many people are. I enjoyed accompanying myself most of the time. So I would decide on what to do, whether it's bad or good, and do it.
By yourself?
Yes, and then when I get hurt, it will be very hard for me to share with someone.
So you were learning from falling?
Yes, I was learning from my own mistakes. Yeah, and it was a harsh experience. So, you know, during my time, during the 80s, 90s, almost 80% of relationships were incests. You see, because that's the only person you're seeing around. And we have this.
By incest, you mean a cousin of Shindwe?
Yeah, it's true.
Did you live in those days whereby you could date your relative easily?
Yes.
You just start 6.
Yeah.
You couldn't be living those days, Wakitambo. I'm thinking you're talking about
late 80s and 90s.
1700.
Yeah.
So how, did you fall in love with your cousin?
It's not falling in love. It's
you had a relationship with them?
Yeah.
With your cousin? What happened?
You know, the reason why is because these are the people you are spending most of your time with. You sleeping.
But it's an abomination.
Yeah, it is. It is. And it was, and it still is. But sometimes it's not only me. It's many people. And you see, what triggers this is that when you go through the normal changes as a teenager,
she was the one who was always around.
Yeah, these are the people you spend most of the time with.
But let me ask you, Konyuka, you are from the Luo nation.
Yeah.
And Luo and Luyas, we almost have kind of similarities in some type of way.
Yeah.
So when you're growing up as a young man, you're told you're a man. Ukifika a particular age, you're now taught now you're capable of being someone's father. You need to marry. You need to. Yes, you didn't have your parents, real parents, but I believe those days, everybody was our parent.
Yeah.
So anyone could guide you. So you knew. Is it that you didn't know this was your cousin and it was wrong, or?
No, I knew. They are my cousins.
But it was just
and I knew it was wrong because we were hiding. You see, and the kind of advice or lectures you would expect from someone older is not the kind of lectures we were getting.
How long did it take?
Not long. First experience.
She was your first girl.
Yeah, it was like more of planning the changes.
How long did you guys? Were you the two of you? Were you in a relationship?
I wouldn't call it a relationship.
Or it was just something to.
It was just a one-time thing.
Okay.
And I realized I wasn't the only one. It happens to almost all my age mates.
Did she get pregnant? She didn't. Thank God.
Yeah, but to some people, they go as far as getting pregnant 1, 2, 3.
The community never knew. Only the two of you.
Might sense you guys are dating, but then again, they won't call you and try to encourage you, try to tell you, no, this is like this is like this is like this, because they would want to see an exhibit. You see, oh, she's pregnant. Who is responsible? So they will wait until that part to be able now to lecture you.
So let's quickly fast forward and at least jump into the story.
So that was, I call it preliminary.
Yeah. So now going into
it wasn't a big deal then. But now to realize that it's kind of, I wouldn't want my kids to go through that. Yes. So my first relationship was with I had a lady in Kisumu. She was young, she was beautiful, and by then I think we didn't have a problem approaching ladies. And then if you approached a lady, I was one man who, if someone sent me to woo a lady for her, I would go very quickly.
Yeah, but you're playing Cupid.
For myself, it was kind of hard.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather go through somebody. I need that girl. Would you please go talk to her, tell her this, but I can't approach her. So I was that kind of a person. So I would fall in love secretly with a lady, but then approaching her was kind of hard. So I'd look for someone else to go. So
wewe ulikuwa unatumika kutafuta.
Yes, if someone wants if you send me to go talk to a lady on your behalf,
you will go. But for your own, someone also has to.
Yes. So
you got in love with this girl.
This girl, she was beautiful, and I've been admiring her for quite some time, and I think she was admiring me too.
Yeah, so it was mutual, okay?
So, as you know, a lady could not approach.
Yeah, true. During those days.
Yes, it was rough.
Guys, during those days, but now,
and during
now
those
it's
days,
different.
Let me tell you guys, telling a lady I love you was a
very big one.
Burden. But once you say it, you mean it.
You mean it.
Yeah. Even ladies never reciprocate. For a
like,
lady to tell you I love you too.
Ilikuwa like
Yes. So
it's you will shy off and start even drawing.
Yeah, so expressing love, but we had our own ways of expressing love.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And it was nice. It was wonderful. It was legit.
So what happened?
So this man, a friend of mine. So I've been admiring this lady, and he was close to the lady. I think either maybe they were classmates or something. So I was like, no, this is the best shot. He's my friend. He's my secret love. So if I send a friend to woo a lady for me, that wouldn't be a problem. So the funny thing is that the friend, instead of seducing a lady for me, he seduced the lady for himself.
For himself.
Yeah. The funny thing is that the lady never really liked him so much. So the lady came to me and in a way reported the guy to me that, this is your friend, this is your friend, go talk to him, he's bothering me a lot,
So you got shocked?
Yes. So I was trying to advise the lady on how to approach the matter. At the same time, I was trying
to throw your... So she accepted finally.
And nowadays ladies don't play hard to get. Those times a lady would play you. She likes you, but then again he would play hard to get.
Do you like those days more than now?
I like those days.
So you
because even if a lady was playing hard to get, in my deep inside I know, because, and then again we believed in that. Because if you could approach a lady, seduce a lady, and she accepts immediately, you again say, hey, why? So we liked that. We enjoyed that. So we follow you around for quite some time. knowing that eventually we'll have you.
So let's go straight
So,
into the story.
this
So
lady,
you fell in love with this
we
girl.
fell in love. Eventually, she accepted me.
She said yes to you.
And then we dated.
Mm-hmm.
By then, it was around 2007.
Mm-hmm.
2006, 2007. So what happened? I realized the lady never really loved me.
Mm-hmm.
She had eyes on some of the friends of mine. So what
with
happened?
the time, that was how
It
long
was
after you had
almost like
dated?
immediately.
Okay.
Because once we spent together, I realized after a month that a friend of mine who never knew we were dating came to me saying that, I slept with this lady. And then the best friend to this friend of mine also slept with her. So she was like a community
wife.
Yes. So I backed off.
Mm-hmm.
I just quietly backed off. So the second relationship was her friend now.
So you also went after the friend?
No, I told her.
That's betrayal.
No, it's not betrayal.
Why would you be dating your ex's friend?
So I was dating her. She slept with almost all of my friends, and then
But you don't have evidence to that.
I have.
You
I
was
found
told
them several times.
Okay.
So there was nothing I could do. I just backed off because these were my friends, and I didn't blame them because they never raped her.
Mm-hmm.
You see. So I realized, no, maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe she was expecting a lot. So this friend of hers, from time to time, she comes to visit us. This was in an orphanage home. I grew up partially in orphanage home. Mm-hmm. So I approached her. I told her, I like this friend of yours. Can you please connect us? And she accepted. She did just that. So I started dating the friend. So when the friend was coming to visit, she was feeling some kind of jealousy. And for some time she approached me and told me, no, this thing you're doing, I don't like this lady. Can we please go back together? And so as a man, I was now trying to balance
between your ex now and your friend's
one,
ex.
because
the friend to your
I
ex.
loved that one, but this one was more available. You see?
The ex was more available.
Yes, she was always there. So I never loved her that much, but since she was the only one available whenever I want to have sex, mm-hmm. So I told her, no, yeah, I hate her, I'll stop her. But deep inside, I knew there's nothing I can do with her. So I was somehow dating two of them, mm-hmm. at the same time. Because the better part of it that she knew, but I hid it from the other lady.
How were they not coming from the same area? Were you not walking around with them? How
this
one, maybe?
This one we were living in the same homestead.
The
orphanage home, the ex.
Okay.
The other one was coming from outside.
Okay. So how long did you hide?
Hide who? No, I was not hiding.
The two relationship. How long were you in the two?
Since the ex knew I'm dating the current one, so I didn't have to hide it. Mm-hmm. I only hid it from the other one.
Okay.
So it was, we used to call it smooth operating. So it went on, and then one day I approached my dad before he died with photos of each of them. And I told Dad, can you kindly choose one of these two ladies, mm-hmm. to be my wife? Mm-hmm. So my dad looked at the picture of the ex and he told me, no, this one will give you problems. Yeah, she's got eyes everywhere. And this one, she's beautiful, but then you can't marry her because you're almost the same age. So
he ruled out, yes, on both of them.
And he was right. So I approached the current lady. Mm-hmm. I told her, you know what, I'm sorry, this relationship of ours cannot go long because we can't get married. Mm-hmm. You're almost my age mate. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, she understood me.
So there's this lady who was divorced. This your
yes.
second ex who divorced.
Yeah.
you still have access to each other. Now you're also in a relationship with a new girlfriend.
So what happened is that when I moved from Kisumu, I met this lady.
This is your third girlfriend?
Yes. So the third girlfriend, she was still in Form 2. The other two were already
grown-ups.
Yes. The other one was, I think, she sat her KCC, I think, the previous years. The other one never joined college, but she was out of school.
Okay.
So they were all adults. This one was still very young. And I never felt it easy to support the other two whenever they asked for support.
Even your child?
Yes.
Okay.
My child, by then I was still a young man. I didn't have any income.
So who was taking care of your child? The lady with the other husband?
The parents.
Okay, the parents, okay.
Because she has parents.
Okay.
The mother and the father. So they accepted her. So this one now, I started hustling now. So I was free and I found it very interesting to support her. So I supported her, and even throughout Form 2, Form 3, and then she moved she relocated to some other school. So after Form 4, she joins now college.
So you met when she was in Form 2?
Yes.
Okay.
So we dated for almost 6
So by supporting her, you mean you're paying her high school fees, or what do you mean?
Yeah, the kind of things a boyfriend would do to a girlfriend.
Okay. But
pocket money.
Okay.
And even I bought her a phone. By then, Infinix was new in the market.
In the market, and it was very expensive.
Yeah, so I bought her an Infinix. Is it Hot Note or something too at 14,000?
Okay, but those are normal things.
Yeah, those are normal things. But to me, it was
a lot.
Yeah, and to her, because I was just trying to express myself and to make her understand that I can do anything within my power
to make her happy.
So, and then to me, I never believed she could do anything
to hurt you.
Yeah.
So hapa akafika kwele.
I was somehow she was a virgin. Because she told me
she had not been touched by anyone.
She told me of her past experience with some boyfriend or a schoolmate. So they dated, they tried to have sex, it was so painful, and then they never had sex. So I was the first person. So that made me so happy.
You felt like
very proud.
The conqueror, the champion, the lion is here.
So we dated, then she joined the college now. So after she joined the college, I think I was prepared somehow. I prepared myself psychologically. I knew this is a young lady. She has a lot to learn. Now that she's going to join, she'll meet a lot of people. She might get tempted. So I used to encourage myself like that. But I really never expected it to happen. So we used to talk, we talk. Yes, we used to have one or two ups and downs, but normally, as on my side, I knew she was a young lady, so I always handled her like that. So there was this time I had a job in Eldoret. So I called her and I told her, you know what, I'll be coming to visit you. Then, okay, come.
But then she was in school in Eldoret?
In Eldoret. And I used to support her, food, place to stay and all that.
School fees?
Partly.
Partly you could support her school fees?
Yeah.
But maybe, how sure are you it was school fees you was paying for? Maybe I'll go and kuchocha too.
The kind of trust I had. Yeah. So I believed her. Even when she was lying, I believed her. And sometimes she could call me and tell me, no, I need some money. And my mother would also tell me, no, my son, I need some money. So I would deny my mom
And
give her the money. You see? Because I knew my mom would understand if I tell her, Mom, I don't go down. Because I'm her son, he would understand.
But you didn't want to give any room to this girl.
To her,
to find a way to tell you, me and you, we cannot have.
Yeah, so I was trying as hard as possible to always support her. So I went to see her, and then there's this guy. Whenever she come visiting, he would call me and tell me, these are my friends, these are my college mates who stay in the same plot. And my neighbors.
So you went to visit her and moved in her place, or?
No, this was just I had a job, 2 days or something. So on my way back to Nairobi, I went to see her. So we were there. So surprisingly, this guy came. And before she joined, we had a situation. I don't know whether it was true or not, but she told me she was pregnant, and I sent her money, and she aborted.
She terminated your child. Let's say she terminated the baby.
Before she joined now. So I went to see her, and this guy came. They started quarreling outside. So I went outside, and he's someone I've known. I've heard a lot.
Who is this quarreling my wife to be?
And to my surprise, the guy was so open. He told me. So they were dating. All this money I was sending, it was like I was feeding a family. I was feeding a man and a wife. So this guy told me, were
you talking frequently wakati mlikuwa hiyo long distance?
We used to talk.
Even at night?
Yes, we used to talk.
And they couldn't sense anything? Or was she living with this boyfriend?
But no, sometimes he was telling me that so and so is here, do you want to talk to him? And I would just say hi. So
at night?
Yeah, even at night, because they are neighbors. But not late at night.
Okay.
Just at night.
At night, like what time?
9.
And you're saying it's 9?
I trusted
that's something. But 9? Why would another man be in your woman's room at 9?
They say they are studying.
They are studying?
There are a lot of people you could hear in the background.
Okay.
So I was like,
maybe it'll go on TV. You are so much in love.
Continue studying. So I went to see her, and this guy came, started quarreling. I went outside, asked what's the problem, and the guy's like, this is my girlfriend. And I played it cool. I asked the guy, when did you start dating? And I told the guy I started dating this girl from 2. So clearly.
So how long is that, like the time you're getting to know this other guy? How long from 2 to
6 years.
6 years, that's so long.
It's around 4 years, from 2, from 3, from 4, and then some 1 year resting, then college, around 5 years.
5 years, that's quite a long time.
So I told you clearly, you see, you are the odd one out here.
You are the intruder.
Yeah, I've invested a lot
in this girl.
I can't just back off.
And how long were they in a relationship with that guy?
This is like an year in college.
So she just got into college and got into somebody.
So this guy told me a lot of things. As this guy, we are having sex almost every day. She's aborted almost twice. It's like, it's good. So, and I asked him, despite all this, what do you think now? I'm here, you're here.
Misled, but she has terminated 2 pregnancies for the other guy. How is that a mistake?
I asked her that, but she denied.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like, no, maybe the guy was just trying to hurt me.
Okay.
Yeah, or maybe the girl is trying to fool me. But either way, you're still there, you're still seeing this guy. So we were talking, we were trying to talk about this, and finally we were together again. And so it happened that she came now, but we were together, but still she was dating this guy.
She still continued dating the other guy?
Yeah. So the funny thing that she got pregnant now again.
For you or for the other person?
That's a mystery now. Because
you also don't know.
She didn't know whether the baby was mine or from the other guy.
Okay.
So
did she terminate the baby?
I was like, no, this could be mine, and then this could not be mine. This could be mine. This could be. So.
What did she say? Did she say it's your baby?
She told me she had no idea.
But she had already told you that
because
she has broken up
with this man when she was coming to visit me, and then we slept.
Oh no.
So
she opened that to you?
Yes, and she told me she
opened up to you about that.
So when she's with me, the baby is mine. When she's with other guy, the baby is. So I was like, hey.
But wait a minute. Wakati muli break, wakati now you are coming back together after the break, maybe after the small hiyo hit. Hukumuuliza about whether that guy is still in the picture and ujue whether you
told me the guy is not her boyfriend. They only had sex once. But and she told me, since the distance and then the blah blah blah, new life, new things. I understood her.
So after discovering she's expectant again.
So she called me. Now she came. She visited me. Then a week. Then she went back to school. And then she called me. And then I'm pregnant. I said, oh, congratulations. So I later came to realize.
How did you find out that maybe there's a probability the child is not yours?
The chance.
You saw everything.
And I asked her, can you choose? If you want to stay with him, just go. If you want to stay with me, cut it off. And she was like, no, I love you. We've been through a lot. We've come a long way. And I said, yes, it's okay. So she finished school. She graduated. She never even invited me. So after that...
Did she deliver or she terminated?
No, the baby, it got so complicated. Because, when she was in school, she called me and told me about the termination. And I told her, you know what? I cannot
be part
of that.
Yes, be part of that.
Yeah, and if that is what you want to do, then because the parents knew me, they never knew the other guy. So I told the lady, if you're going to do this, then I'll have to inform the parents of what is going on, because I don't want them to blame me
for anything.
Yes. So I informed the parents, and she was mad at me for that. Why I informed the parents. And I told her, you gave me no choice. I had to. So the parents tried to talk to her, and she got depressed. So due to that,
she lost the baby.
So
she miscarried.
Yes. I don't know whether that was true, but that was what I was told.
You were told she miscarried.
Yes. So she graduated, and then her mother called me personally and told me, my son, I'm handing you my daughter. So
even after she lost the baby, you were still together?
Yes, I loved her that much.
Bado ukaendelea too? Yeah. After even seeing all those texts, you still was together with her?
I was trying to give, I was trying to give her room.
Okay.
To work things out. Because, I never used to that kind of life. Hooking up and then breaking, hooking, breaking. I was serious with this girl. Whenever I was seeing a wife in her. So I wanted to marry her. And I told her parents.
Nairobi hakukuwa na wasichana? Ama mlikuwa bado mnaogopa?
Walikuwa, and I had some few friends in Nairobi. But those were just...
So you're also cheating? Okay.
So the mother called me and told me now she's officially yours wife.
That is after now she has graduated?
Yeah. This is now 2018.
2018.
Yes.
How many years
August.
now from to now?
That is around seven.
Oh, that's quite a long time. I say 7 years.
So I got married officially 2018 August.
To her?
Yes.
You did a ceremony, or was it traditional or wedding?
No, it was
church
just
wedding.
You know, we never wedded. Yeah.
Ulimchukua tu
Official in the
sasa.
way that the parent now released her officially to come to me. We only stayed for 3 months. That's how long.
After dating for 7
our marriage
years,
lasted.
you get married for 3 months.
The marriage lasted for 3 months, and we dated for 7 years. How ironical.
What happened?
There, the guy
Was still in the picture.
Yes, I found a text. The guy praising her. Oh, you know, I miss you. You are good in bed. See, blah 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 blah. This is now too much. I released her. I told
Did
her.
you just find text of the guy praising? Was there was evidence that the two of them were still calling each other babe, love, blah,
For
blah.
someone to send you a message, it means you're still in touch.
But you see, even me, my ex can just wake up and say, maybe I'm in Yona, maybe
But you
somewhere
don't
else.
reply.
Oh, so
The
she
guy was
replied.
sending her money in my house. You see? So I released her.
The guy didn't know she's married now?
The guy knew because I was told by the time he was coming to me,
She was coming to, yes.
he moved out from that guy. So they quarreled. So she was playing us.
Oh, so
When they have issues with that guy, she's coming to me. When we have issues, she's going back. So that's how it was. And she was very innocent.
Don't judge the book by its cover.
And I never raised my hand.
So you found the text, you've now told her, no, now this is...
Yes, I told her, no, this is not too much. Just go and be with him.
She packed and left to go to be with the guy.
Yeah. They are married now. With kids. I don't have.
How does that make you feel?
Now I'm past that. Now I feel...
They are still together now?
Yeah. I feel very normal today. So...
Don't you feel you wasted time? Maybe when you saw the first red flag, you'll have taken the bold step as a man?
No. Because even after she left, after she left, I had another girl now. But then this was a school girl.
Again, as another school
And I
girl.
said, not again now. This is now too much. Because she was still very young again, and I didn't want to go through the same problems.
Does this your ex, before we go to the other, does she text you now? Does she call you? Does she want to get back?
Well,
is she okay?
One thing with me is that once you've moved on, I cut off.
So you don't know whether she's okay or not?
I hear she's okay.
Okay.
I still talk to the sister.
You're still in touch with the family?
Yeah, because we only broke up with her, not the entire family.
But how will your new wife or your new girlfriend feel that you're still in touch with your ex's ties?
I don't just talk to them anyhow.
Okay.
I don't just talk to them. So this was 2018. So after the girl had gone, is when now I started feeling the pain. The pain was too much. I got depressed. I got sick. It was horrible. The experience was horrible. So a friend of mine, so that's how I'm now married with 2 kids.
And you're also happy?
I'm happy. And you know, it was...
Didn't it give you fear of women or something? At first?
I've had, you know, I don't generalize. if one lady is bad,
Okay.
I don't generalize it on all ladies.
Do you talk with the other, your second girlfriend? Do you talk
I
with
don't
her
call.
concerning your child, your baby girl, your first child?
Oh yeah. We used to talk, but since I heard that she's also married,
So how about your child, your first child?
she's fine.
Do you talk? Do you have contact with her? How do you know she's fine?
I assume because I haven't had any call saying.
Don't you think it should be better for you as a man? That's your child, your daughter.
Well,
She needs that father's love. You don't know. You can't let another man love your daughter.
even me,
Mm-hmm.
I have a wife.
Mm-hmm.
I married her with a son.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I cannot at any given time allow her to get in touch with the parents.
Mm-hmm.
Because once I've married you with your son, the son now becomes mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's the kind of feeling I tend to offer to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Once she's married, I don't want to interfere because I don't know how the husband is going to.
But this is your child. It
She
doesn't
is my
matter.
child, I know.
It doesn't matter because, okay, I understand
I
where you're
might end
coming
up
from.
ruining the marriage for her.
But you know, it doesn't matter. This is your child.
I know.
You're not interfering with their marriage at all. You're not even, it's like an official, let me say, it's like a professional way. Even let the other man know I am only contacting your wife, or you can even let your wife contact her on your behalf. Like this, what I'm saying is, this is your child. Like it's a daughter. It's not like a man or a male boy, a male child who later.
You know, in our culture, as an African, it's not the wisest thing to do.
No, it is. Sometimes I usually feel that some attributes and some customs, they should not tie you away from
Because
your own child.
Unless the other man is somehow mistreating the child.
But you don't have contact with them, so you don't know whether they are mistreating your child or not.
No, I don't have their contacts, but they have mine. I've never changed my line since I got.
But they will never call you to tell you we are mistreating your child.
We from time to time we talk or we chat on social media.
No, you need to. Don't you think it's okay for you? I think you need to try get in touch with your child.
Yes, but
because at the end of the day, who is going to take her bride price? Who's going to hand her over to another? But you're the father.
That's now I'm just yes, I am a father, but that's now our father.
So you're giving up on her just like that?
I'm not giving up. I'm just giving them space to work it out. Because even me, I wouldn't want the ex to interfere with us.
You know, it's not about, you see, it's not about interfering.
Because I feel, you know what?
Yes, you're taking care. Let me tell you something. We women, we can do as much as possible because we are in love. We can try do as much as possible to ensure, to assure the man we have currently that we love them, I don't have ties. But at the end of the day, let me ask you something. If that girl or that your ex dies right now, God forbid, who is gonna take care of your daughter? That definitely tells you that that man can marry another woman and bring that woman in the home. How sure are you that the same love you're giving to these other kids, this other woman that is coming is going to give the same love to your daughter?
I'm not sure about that. That's why I'm giving them that space. Because, you know...
How sure are you your daughter is being taught the right way? Like, you see, there's a way you as a father and you as a man, you like your generation to be trained, like your daughter to be trained. You've grown without father and mother's love because they separated, right? You don't, trust me, you don't want your child to go through the same thing. So how sure are you that wherever your girl is being taught the right way? Amepata school fees, anasoma, anakula vizuri,
I would love to.
You need to find out. I think it will be a noble thing for you to find out. It's not that you are interfering with anyone's marriage.
It would, but
you can lose. You can lose everything. You can lose your life, your wife. You can lose your properties, wealth, money. You can become zero. But you'll never lose the identity that you're the father of that child. Even if someone else came with a lot of money, with more love than you,
now,
that still remains to be your blood.
Yes, I know, but now I think she's going to school.
How old is she now?
From
207.
208.
208. She's an old girl.
Yeah, she is.
Almost 50.
I used to
60?
visit them, but you see, when she broke up with her first husband, she told me I was supporting her. And then she told me she's now married, and I told her that since you're now married, I don't want you to keep calling because I don't know how your husband will take it. Okay, just let him be the father of that child. Okay.
But what if the man? Let me ask you something. You see, why I'm struggling to find out to relate to that is, I'm also a product of broken home, right? And trust you me, it's not easy to grow knowing that this guy is not my real dad. It eats you up, and you always long. You see, sometimes you might go through something and you sit down, you say, I don't have contact to my father. If I will have had contact to my father, he will have helped me overcome this. He will have been there for me. He will have fought this for me. Because it reaches a time, even for him, if he's doing his best job, maybe God will bless him. But you see, the way he will discipline that child, the society maybe might condemn him. You're the only one who can give the best discipline to your child. So what I'm trying is not, I'm trying to condemn you for any reason, because I understand I've also been in the same situation whereby my mom got married, and now that man cannot call my mom because now I am the daughter now to this, right? That's how it happens in the African culture. Yeah. But now the custom is new. This is your blood. This is your child. At least you need to have a contact. She should be about 15. She's someone you can get her a phone. Say, hey, daughter, if you have anything you need to call me. Even your wife can even be reaching out to her if she's a good woman, and I believe she is.
You see, I've witnessed a certain lady. She got pregnant for a certain man, and the man, she ended up marrying another guy. So the man came back, trying to follow whereabouts of the daughter. He tried to approach it civilizely, but it failed terribly. Because you see, the rate of jealousy in men is very unique. So you, as a lady, suppose your husband got someone pregnant, would you be free if he supports that child, even if the mother is married to someone else?
Yes, that is his child. That is his child. Like the same way I'll be someone else's daughter and my mom is married somewhere else, I would like my father to reach out to my mom, find out how I'm doing. So that is still a human being, and if it's just the spirit of jealousy. So thank you so much guys for stopping by. By the way, tumekuwa hapo pia, we also had a session naitwa Church Chronicles. Also guys, please go and watch the videos about what's going on in church and all. And last one, wasichana, stop hurting people. Msihurt mtu. Pesa is not everything in this life. Family and everything. You will realize pesa si kila kitu ukifika around 50-60. So start creating your foundation now. Anyway, otherwise, thank you so much for watching this episode, Let us know what you think about the episode. Kama kuna kitu unataka tukave pia, please drop on the comment section. Follow us on social media, Melo Prime TV, and stay tuned for the next episodes. Subscribe, click on the notification bell ili to keep upload any video, you're the first one to watch. And guys, until next time, I've been your host, Precious BI.
And I'm Samson, aka Konyoka.
Konyoka 1. Thank you so much. Bye bye.